But first I have a special guest here,
Hi.
Joey. So he's going to help me make the apple pie. I already cut up 6 small apples. I peeled them and cut them like wedge size. And I put them, I'm just going to make a small pie. So I didn't do a lot of apples. But so if you're going to do a bigger pie, double the apples. And I put it in a small pie dish that I already greased with butter all around. Now I'm going to put cinnamon, sprinkle of cinnamon, like a tablespoon, about half a tablespoon of sugar, a little less than half a tablespoon. Coat the apples with the sugar and the cinnamon evenly. Okay, so I'm done with the apple part. Now I'm good. Let's make the batter. So the butter should be really melted. I took this butter out around 7:30 this morning, and right now it is 12. Go get my phone.
Okay. Let's see. 12:16.
It's 12:16 right now. So it's really melted. So if you want, you could take the butter out the night before you're going to make it and just put it on a dish. And also an egg. The egg should be about room temperature. So I have my mixing bowl. It is, bring my phone, a cup of flour, so there's the 1 cup of flour. So this is a half cup measuring spoon, but if you have one that is actually a cup, just use that. I use a half cup because it's just easier to scoop. So 1 cup of flour, the recipe calls for a cup of sugar, but I feel like that's a lot of sugar, so I only put half cup of sugar, especially since apples are already naturally sweet. So
Yeah.
only a half cup of sugar.
Yeah, so you have to do less if your apples are really sweet already.
Yep. And what else does the recipe call for?
1 cup flour, 1 egg.
Oops. 1 egg.
1 egg. Yes.
So now I'm going to crack my egg.
1 cup flour, 1 egg.
Put that away. And then the stick of butter. So the butter should be really soft and pretty melted, so it's easy to blend. So a whole stick of butter. I use salted sweet cream butter because I kind of like the saltiness that this butter gives the dough. And then cinnamon, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 shakes of cinnamon.
Yeah.
And I love the flavor of vanilla,
Me too.
pure vanilla extract. I don't think this is on the recipe,
Let's see.
but I love the flavor this gives. So I do just like a teaspoon of vanilla. You don't need a lot. It's very potent. And I think that is it. And then I just mix it all together. And before I started this, I put the oven at 350. Give it time to get to the temperature. Mix it really well.
Yep.
And sometimes they'll look kind of dry, because right now mine is looking really dry for some reason.
I think you put a little too much flour. I don't know.
No. But if it is looking dry, then I sometimes add a little bit of milk to it. So after I finish mixing it, we'll see how it's looking. So you see, it's looking dry still. You want it to look creamy. Right, Joey?
Yeah.
Just stabbing it, making sure all the liquids come out of the butter. So I think I am going to add some milk since it is looking dry. I'm just going to grab a measuring cup and fill a cup of milk. I might not use the whole cup, but I'm just going to have it ready until it starts looking smooth. But I'm going to keep mixing. So it's looking a little better. Just have to stab it also. What you can do, and what I should have done, is mix the butter and the milk. Mix the butter and the egg together, make it really smooth, and then add your dry ingredients. I should have done that, but oh well, I didn't. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of milk. My helper's gonna add it.
All of it?
No, just a little bit, just a dash. Maybe just that much. So I added about a quarter cup of milk. And I think that might be okay, because you don't need a lot of it. You don't want it too liquidy, you just want a nice dough consistency. And it smells so good, doesn't it, Joey?
Show them to it. Show them it.
See, now it's looking a little more like batter.
Looks like apple pie.
Okay, so if it is looking dry, just add just a quarter cup of milk. Very little milk. Just a quarter cup, which is about that much. A quarter cup, that's it. And I think that'll give you the perfect consistency. So now it is looking smooth. See, it's actually looking kind of like cookie dough now.
It is looking like cookie dough.
Just want to make sure everything's blended nicely. It smells good, doesn't it, Joey?
Yep. Looks like cookie dough. Right?
It does. Okay, so it's not going to be smooth. It's going to be kind of thick like this. And that's what you want. You want it to look like that. smooth, but not watery. You know, like cookie dough. Okay. Now I'll grab my apples. Get my batter and just put it all over my apples.
Just plop it and pour it down on your apples.
Yep. Smooth it out a little bit. Just make sure it's a nice little even layer. And it's not supposed to be a thick layer on top, just like a nice thin layer, so the dough can cook between the apples too. Joey doesn't like apple pie, right, Joey?
Yeah.
But I'm making him brownies right now too.
It's for Dada and you.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty easy and a lot better than store-bought stuff or those frozen apple pies because everything's just simple ingredients.
Yeah. You have to remember to smooth it out though.
Yeah, nice and smooth. Kind of like that. Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Okay. Excuse me. I can't see because you're...
That's good.
Just make sure every apple has like at least a layer of dough on it. You can use your spoon. Take it off. So it's not going to be like a nice even layer. It's just going to look like that. But it's going to bake and it'll be more evenly distributed once it bakes.
That smells good.
Yeah, you should try it again. Maybe you'll like it. I think you'll like the crust for sure.
Yeah. When I tried it, I didn't really like the inside, but I liked the crust.
Yeah. Crust is good.
So I only want like you know.
The crust.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, sorry. Make sure I'm getting all the batter. It's so good. You just want to make sure you don't waste any of it. I'm sure Chesky will like this.
This is apple pie is very sweet. Still like it.
Yeah, I mean, you can use less sugar also. I use half a cup, but if you only want to use a quarter cup or a third of a cup.
I'd say third cup is good.
Well, third cup's bigger. I'm sorry. If you want to use, you know, no, yeah, I'm sorry. 1/3 of a cup or a quarter cup.
Yeah.
You can. You don't have to fill up the half cup all the way.
Just that is a
Because
lot.
it's pretty sweet with the apples.
And plus,
And the cinnamon makes it sweet too.
and plus half a cup is pretty is a lot.
Yeah, half a cup is a lot already. I can't imagine putting a whole cup.
I'd say 1/4 is good.
A quarter cup.
Mhm.
And that's it. So I have it as evenly as I can. It looks messy now, but it's going to be really good. So I'm not going to put it in the oven yet because I have brownies cooking in there. But you put it in the oven at 350 for
65 minutes.
65 minutes.
Which says 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Yep. And then that's it. Let me know how it turns out. Say bye.
Bye. Hopefully Chesky likes it.